we're going to be having someone with us right here on the show this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to introduce him to you guys. So Debbie is on hand.
I'm on leg.
Okay, you're poised.
And I'm on head.
To do that.
Yes, of course. I'm really looking forward to having the conversation. You know, when you talk about music in Nigeria, music can never ever remain in one place. It's constantly moving. It's constantly evolving. And to push the music forward, you need the people, you need the artists to keep out, with the creative energy to give out all the hits. And of course, to push the music, everywhere in the world. And we have one of such people who is, using his talent to create art, to create music, and of course, to make us feel happy and make us feel all sorts of emotions with his music. Let's welcome into the studio an Afro-fusion singer. His name is SOSENOR. How you doing? This your name, eh? I am trying to wrap my head around how, Nigerians are so creative, are so talented. You see different names, different stage names, and different. Wizkid is still trying to grow from that Wizkid. He's now he's no longer a kid. He's now back then he thought that was a name that fits his style, but now he just wants to be known as Wizzy Baba and all that.
But so we cannot take away the Wizkid.
We can't take it away.
Yeah.
There are so many, from Davido. But SOSENOR, where did that stage name come from?
Okay, so it actually came from my native name. My native name is SOSENOR.
SOSENOR.
Which means God's own.
Wow.
Then I just carved SOSENOR out of it, to make it brandy and
makes
everything.
A lot of sense.
But it wasn't even my first stage name.
Oh, what was your first stage name?
My first stage name was Chris Love.
Wait, so where did Chris Love come from?
Okay.
Maybe you thought you were going to do a gospel song.
No. Okay, so my name is God's Love. Wow. And so I removed the love. And when I was in university, my nickname was Chris Brown.
So Chris Brown,
yeah,
only
my classmates, they call me Chris Brown because of when I sing, when I perform, how I do. So I removed the Chris from the Chris Brown and the love from the God's Love to get Chris Love. But then when I was rebranding, my boss was like, we should go with something original that can connect to where I'm from. So I was like, okay, the best thing I could think of was my native name, which was also SOSENOR, but to make it a little bit spicy, I just removed the O to get SOSENOR.
So you say you were singing like Chris Brown then, and
well, my voice, like,
show me how you were sounding.
Which song do you want?
Any song.
Any song like Chris Brown, right?
So let me hear you sound like Chris Brown.
I mean you, boo. I gotta see you, boo, and the hot soul of the world tonight. Yeah, the hot soul of the world tonight.
So how many babes did you use in toasting that?
A lot.
Because this guy be like lover boy. We are looking at him.
I'm a
You're
lover boy.
actually a lover boy.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Yeah, but
so your love for music came from where and from who?
Okay, so I would always like to go back to the origin. So when I was growing up, when I was young, I think I was in primary 6.
Okay.
And I think I was in my room when my brother came in with a Westlife CD.
Okay.
And Uptown Girl started playing. And I just fell in love with Westlife. So I would say they were my first official inspiration, where I got the inspiration for my music from. And since then, I knew this is what I wanted to do when I grew up. So Westlife was my inspiration while growing up.
Wow. So you got into university.
Yeah.
What did you study in university?
I studied political science and administrative studies.
And you loved Westlife.
I was a huge
please
Westlife
connect it with it. So at what point did you decide I'm going to do political science instead of going into music fully?
Okay, I've been asked this question a lot of times. So, I think when I was in secondary school, we had counselors that counsel us in terms of what you're strong at. I'm very strong in the arts department when it comes to art subjects, government, literature, English. I'm very strong in them. So I was like, okay, what can I do? At first, I wanted to study international relations. But I was like, okay, let me just go for something that I know that would not really, I can do my music with it. So that was when I decided to do political science. And then people were like, why don't you study music? I was like, when you know how to sing, when you have it in you, it's in you. You can always learn music later. But I wanted something more because I like dealing with people. I like
do you ever see yourself moving from music to to going into politics?
Maybe when I want to retire.
But you can combine it. We've seen dancing governor.
Yeah, I know.
We have singing.
I
know that Uncle Wike, he has not fully come out with his band. That one can sing. We see some of this.
Trust me, music is a jealous lover. I take music as a lover. It's like you have a lover and you need to devote your time to that lover. Music is very jealous. You cannot combine music with something else at the origin. Maybe later when you're fully, you can delegate people. But right now, I need to focus on it, and I can decide to maybe add something later to it.
But looking at the Nigerian music industry right now, I mean, it's very interesting. It's very rich. A lot of people are, taking their music to different parts of the world. And that's for people that are established. Yeah. But for the upcoming people that are trying to get into it, or people that are new in the industry, how does it feel like? For someone like you, how long have you been officially in the industry?
Okay, so officially, when I recorded my first song, that was 2018, when I just graduated from the university. Okay. And before then, I was singing normally, performing in shows, SUG, campus shows, and the rest. So I built a fan base from my friends, from my neighbors, from my family, people around me, people that were following me that knew I could sing even before I started singing officially. And so it helped me a lot, because when I entered fully, I already had like a little support from them.
So how did you see the industry before you entered?
Well, I honestly, looking at the industry, because my time when I dropped my first song was the time Fireboy and the rest just came out 2018. I was like, okay, if Fireboy can do this, I think I can do it. But I didn't know that the obstacles at the front or more.
What are the obstacles?
Funding. Oh my gosh, funding. Like, if I could give an advice to my younger self, like, I don't know, but the major obstacle for an upcoming artist is the funding, sponsorship, basically, because you can be very good, you can be very talented, you can have ideas. I know people say it a lot, just do something, but it's really difficult when you don't really have the funds or the sponsorship to do it. You have a lot of ideas, but to exhibit it is a problem because of funds. So I think that's a major obstacle for upcoming singers.
What do you think the established artists are opening their arms to embrace new artists, or is there some sort of, struggle to accept new artists?
Well, I would say, I don't know, some.
Just from your own experience.
Okay. Some, are open, but others, I cannot mention names, obviously. I don't know if they are scared of being overtaken by younger generation. Not everybody is guiding their position in the industry. So some artists are not easily they're not open. They're not welcoming. Like, even if you meet them on the street, or if you go for a show and you meet them, there's this kind of I don't pass your level. Before you can talk to me, you have to reach one certain level. So sometimes as an upcoming artist, you just respect yourself and like, okay, God won't do it for yourself, go do my own.
So in case you're just joining us, this is still the Max Driver, and you've been listening to SOSENOR take us through his music journey. When we return, we're going to talk about his music and how far he wants to take it. Stay tuned. All the hits. Let's go. Let's go. Max FM. All right. That was Sheila with My Darling. Definitely one song that a lot of people were going on Shazam to find out. That means that your song is making waves, not just in Nigeria, but all around the world. And it starts from one song, one hit, and, it takes you everywhere. You're still on to the Max Drive with Simon and Debbie. We still have our special guest, SOSENOR, who has been taking us through his music journey so far. And he's talked about his challenges, but let's also talk about the positive things that have been happening to him all, while taking this music far. So SOSENOR, who have you met along this journey that's been so encouraging to you?
You mean like artist or general?
General could be an artist.
Okay. For the general, Mr. Kelvin, he's my current boss, like the one in charge of my label. I think I would say it's the best thing that have happened to my music so far, because it took me under his wings, even as a grain. Like, I didn't have any hit song, I didn't have any chatting poppy song, and he just saw the talent and the potential in me, and he just like, okay, you know what? You're going to show your talent to the world, so that what I've seen, other people can see it also. And I'm very grateful, Mr. Kevin Orogun. So for that light, Mr. Kevin, and
in the industry.
Yeah, in the industry. So I don't know if this is part of it, but I have a song with Magneto.
Okay.
It's not out yet though, but we're going to drop it basically maybe after this song or part of the latest songs of my EP. So Magneto is also a very cool person. Even apart from our songs, he calls me when he was going to do some of his video shoots. He calls me Alpha SOSENOR. Okay, when I was known as Chris Love then, I was like, Chris Alpha, I did VIO. Call me to make we do 1 or 2 videos. I appeared in 1 or 2 of his videos like that.
Nice.
And then
shout out to Magneto.
Yeah, shout out to Magneto. So he's really a very cool person. Shout out to you, Magneto.
All right. Yeah. So let's talk about your sound, because we're going to play your song right now.
Yeah.
How do you define your sound? There's so many artists in this world, in Nigeria as well. So what makes SOSENOR's sound SOSENOR sound? What
Okay,
makes your sound?
I'll give a little story. So
Okay.
basically, starting my journey, I was more of an R&B alternative artist,
Okay.
and then I realized in the Nigerian market you have to be like diverse for you to like sell. You can be unique and also be diverse. So entering into the Afro part of my journey, it made me realize I could do a lot of genres of music. So right now I'm so unique that if you bring a reggae for me, I'll go do them. If you bring pop, I will do it. I will even try and do rap. If you bring it, I'll take it as a challenge. You will only take more time compared to the one I'm comfortable in. But I'll basically do almost everything you can throw at me. So the Afro beat has really taught me how to be diversified, and it's not really just about singing. You have to be particular about your lyricism, about the beats, about everything. It taught me a lot.
Is it the hostile spirit? Did you bring it from Edo State? Because I hear you're from Edo State.
Yeah, I'm from Edo State, although I was born in Delta State.
Okay, so is it the Niger Delta hostile spirit that
Yeah,
you?
so the thing there our body, we not the carry last. So anywhere we enter, we must represent. Anyhow, it won't be.
Oh yeah, no. Well, let's get to hear your song. It's simply titled "They Play." Wait till they play now.
Just they play.
Just they play. And now let's listen to it. We'll be right back. You know what it's giving me? Because you asked me about this. You said, "Well, tell me what my song sounds like to you."
Yeah.
And, it's giving me. If I were a DJ, I'll just mix it into "Baby Karagabo, Baby,
Oh,
Baby Karagabo."
okay. Oh my God, see,
Yeah,
okay.
it's giving me that. But I think it's a good song. I can tell that you were thinking of the club when you were
Nightlife, to be precise.
I can literally tell that's why the DJs are gonna love this. The hype men will love this.
Yeah.
So I guess the weekend is coming. If you're looking for a song to play, that's SOSENOR. They play.
Yeah, and
They
they actually
play.
told me I sound like. I asked you this question.
Yeah.
They told me I sound like a particular popular artist.
Which artist is that?
Can you just take a
No,
guess?
I'm not gonna say it. I want you to.
Techno.
I see why they will say techno.
Because of the sound.
Yeah, I see why they
Absolutely,
because
this
techno
particular
has a
sound.
playful sound when he's singing and when he's recording, so I can hear. That's why I went straight to the club.
Yeah.
And when you said techno, it hit me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Have you met techno before?
No, I have not met him, but we've been in the same space,
Oh,
but
okay.
we've not met like one on one.
Techno is actually
no.
a cool guy.
I
Yeah,
heard so.
he's a cool guy.
Hopefully,
So
it'll be cool.
which artist are you looking or hoping to have you like a co-sign?
How many numbers can I call?
Just like 2.
Okay, Fireboy, definitely.
Okay.
And should I go foreign or still on the
Anybody?
local?
Chris Brown. You mentioned Chris
Ed
Brown.
Sheeran.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Why Ed
I'm a
Sheeran?
huge fan of pop music.
Yeah.
If I was born abroad, I would have been doing pop music. So
Wow.
since I cannot do basically just pop music, I would still love to do the kind of Peru Fireboy did with Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
Those kind of vibes. God, I'm a huge fan of popular music.
Wow,
So
awesome,
yeah.
awesome stuff.
Yeah.
I think that makes a lot of sense. So, people listening to your music right now, what do you want them to take away listening to SOSENOR and listening to SOSENOR's life so far?
Okay, so I just want you to know that when you hear SOSENOR wants to drop a song, you will be anticipating because you don't know what you're expecting. Because now I dropped a nightlife party song. My next song can be an R&B song.
Okay.
It could be a wedding song. It could be something to cheer you up for the season. So once you just hear SOSENOR, you'll be like, we think this guy wants to get. But what you know is that it's going to be a blast. But you don't know the angle I'm bringing it from.
So
That's what I want.
Can you spell your name so that they can look for you on streaming platforms?
Okay, SOSENOR. That's SOSENOR. Then
right.
my Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, official SOSENOR.
Okay.
Official normal spelling, then SOSENOR. Then Spotify, Apple Music, SOSENOR.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
So let's just go back to the play. Of course, I want to thank SOSENOR for joining us on the Max Drive. So wherever you're going to, let's enjoy the song together. It's simply titled "They Play." The
Keep
Max
playing.
Drive continues.
Yeah.